Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating these two eye looks using the new Lisa Eldridge Betty Eyeshadow palette. So if this is something that interests you, please continue watching. So looking at the color story, one is going to be more of a purple look and the other one's going to be more of a neutral tone look. So let's get started. For the neutral eye look, I'm going to be digging into my Viseart Milieu palette and also my Viseart Kohl Mattes. This is version 2 palette. So just one shade from each of these palettes just to ground the look a little bit, just because the Betty palette does not have any mattes. So I'm first starting off with the shade right here from the Viseart palette. This is going to be my crease color. So I'm going to do the neutral eye on this one. So taking that shade, applying it in my socket. Just like that, that one dip was enough to build that crease color. Also going to run the same shade underneath my lower lash line. Taking all the way in, connecting it at the outer corner. To deepen up the socket, I'm going in with this cool toned brown right here. This will add depth to the crease. Going a little bit just on the outer corner here. Moving on to the Betty palette. I'm going in with the shade Talk to the Paw. This is going all over the eyelid. Just going to use my finger for this. Just pat it on. It's a beautiful taupey brown with a hint of purple in it. Absolutely gorgeous, one and done kind of a shade. You can see this. You can stop the eye look right here. But obviously I want to show you how the other neutral shades look in this palette. That's the shade done. Next I'm going in with this little shade right here, which is called Posh. Just again using my fingers, just applying this to the center. It's going to add a highlight, spotlight kind of an effect in the middle. You can see that it's added much more shine and brightness to the center of the eyelid. And just to amp this up a little bit, I'm going in with the shade as well. This is called Starlet. Taking a hint of that and just layering it in the middle of where we had Posh. Just adds that little purple accent right there. Now for my bottom lash line, I think I'm going in with Talk to the Paw. That. Then for my inner corner, going in with this first shade right here, which is called High Maintenance, which is the gold in the palette. Just applying that lightly to the inner corner of my eye. I'm also going to layer Starlet right on top of that, just at the inner corner. Going to finish off mascara off camera and I'll be right back. So that's look number 1 complete. Let's move on to the purple eye look. For the purple look, I'm also dipping into the Viseart Kohl Mattes Volume 2 palette. I'm using the second purple shade right here, applying this in my socket. Also taking this purple shade underneath my lower lash line, connecting it at the outer corner, and that creates a lovely backdrop for the purple tones in the Betty palette. The first shade I'm going to be using is this purple shade right here called Prima Donna. Using it on my fingers, applying it, I think, all over the eyelid. It's such a beautiful purple shade. Deserves all over the eyelid. Applying it dry, but you can obviously amplify it on your eyelids by mixing in with a mixing medium. So that's absolutely gorgeous, and you can definitely stop the eye look right here. Then I'm going in with the shade Starlet, which is that middle duochrome or multichrome, I think. Going to take that on my finger, apply it just to the middle, creating almost like a spotlight, similar to the other eye. So it's the same shade you used. You can see how different the same shade looks depending on what you have underneath. So neutral eyeshadow versus a purple eyeshadow underneath Starlet. There we go. Also going to run Prima Donna along my bottom lashes. So the shade right here. Last but not the least, I'm going in with the shade Lavender Queen, which is that pale lavender shade in the palette. Going to use that as my inner corner highlight. Also going to layer a little bit of the Starlet shade right on top. So I'm just going to quickly go off camera, finish off mascara, and I'll be right back. And that is the purple eye complete. Let me know in the comments which of these two eye looks you preferred. And if you're going to recreate this, definitely tag me on social media. I'm at BeautyLashes19 on Facebook and Instagram. But I hope this was helpful. Just going to quickly reduce the brightness so you can see the eyeshadows maybe a little bit better. So I really am impressed with the quality of the eyeshadows. The shimmers apply beautifully, as you've seen, both with fingers and with brushes. I've really had no issues with this palette. I mean, the neutrals look absolutely stunning, and each of the shades I feel is a standalone shade in terms of you could use it with pair it with a matte or a little bit of bronzer in the crease, and you can wear it alone if you don't want to use too many shades at once. But I truly love some of the neutral tones, especially Talking to the Paw or Talk to the Paw, Posh, and definitely the two purple shades, Prima Donna and Starlight. I think those four are definitely my favorites, and I've had a very tough time trying to see if I have duplicates in my existing eyeshadow collection, especially for Starlight. That's a very unique shade, I feel like. Now, I'm not one to promote consumerism, but this is a limited edition palette. So if these colors speak to you and you're planning to get this palette, do not wait. I will link the palette in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!